Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for landing on our page or our channel, wherever you're finding this video. My name is Katie Sutton. I'm the founder of Zen Within Academy, and I'm here with Leah Motlow of Golden Threads. And we have a very exciting opportunity to join us on retreat, along with my husband, Josh Vogt, in October. It's actually October 26th through the 29th of 2023. And we're going to be in Flat Rock, North Carolina at a very special retreat center that I've done lots of work at, and Leah has as well. We're really excited to be bringing this medicine there, and it's called the Thresholds Walking Towards the Mountain Retreat. And this retreat experience is unlike others that I offer, and I think it would be beneficial for us to share with you a little bit about this Vision Quest process. I think that might help some of you in making a decision if this is a good fit for you. I am going to interview Leah about the 5 gateways that we're going to be taking you through with this Vision Quest retreat. And I'm also going to share my experience having led that with her last year and also been a participant, because I think it might help some of you to understand this medicine that she naturally walks, that she's very familiar with, and maybe give it from my perspective too. So that's our intention with this little video here. So Leah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm excited. And just briefly, this has been my journey for the last 15 years. And I became certified as a Vision Quest guide last year. And this Thresholds program that Katie and I and Josh are holding, the container that we're holding together, is a shorter version of the 12-day Vision Quest. It's profound in itself, just stepping through these different gateways that we're going to be speaking about.
Beautiful. So Leah, if you can share with me, we're going to go through the 5 gateways here just so people have that understanding. The first is the calling. So can you tell us a little bit about what this first gateway is?
The first threshold is that you're called to do this work, to step through the gateway or the threshold to a different way of being. And it's a quickening. It's, oh yeah, I feel the stirring. And there's also a practice called a medicine walk, where you go out in nature or on your land, introduce yourself and sit with nature to see if this is the work for you, because it is a soul-led journey. We call it Vision Quest, but it's also, in the more traditional world, a soul quest, like what your soul is stirring to move towards. So the calling would be the first threshold.
I can speak to that from a participant standpoint too, of when I met Leah and she was talking about this work that she's doing with the Vision Quest. And there was just something deep in my heart space and in my soul that said, hey, this is an important thing for you to do, to allow some things to fall away, but also to drop, for me, more deeply into my connection with Mother Earth, which is a big part of my work. And so it is, when you're called to this, you feel it in your body, and you have what I call the holy hell yes in your being that says, yeah, this is something. And it may also be attached to a little fear, right? That's totally normal, that there's a little resistance or a little fear that comes up and says, I'm being called to this, but I'm a little afraid of it. Anytime that happens for me, that's normally a good indication that I'm supposed to be doing something.
Yeah.
So I'll just mention that for any of you that are looking at this retreat page and having a little fear stirring too, just know that's probably part of your calling in that as well. And so the second gateway or threshold is called the severance. So can you talk to us a little bit about that as well, Leah?
Yeah, when you do this work, you're walking to the mountain to release what no longer serves you, to die to your old way of being, to lay down what you no longer want to carry. It can be a variety of things that you want to release. And so in this process, and in this beautiful container that we'll be holding for you, we will, in the early part, give you questions to ask yourself, but during the process, we will be holding a strong container for you to do this severance or this release. So when you go to the mountain, when you go through the next threshold, you are dying to your old way of being.
And this piece is near and dear to my heart because I help people every day, and so does my husband, to let go of things. And we crafted a beautiful ceremony together with Leah last year to help support people in the severance. And it was amazing to watch people step forward with bravery and say, these are the things that I don't want to carry forward in my life anymore. And for me, there were so many wounds, so many heart wounds, especially around partnership and inner child things, that I was called to leave behind. And I got to participate in that part of the ceremony too, even though I was helping with it as well. And you can feel that release and you feel lighter before you move towards the next gateway, which is the threshold. So, Leah, can you talk to us about that?
So part of this offering is that at daybreak on the third day, you go out and you sit on the land, and you'll be fasting and praying for 5 or 6 hours. In a traditional quest, you would be out on the land for 4 days and nights. In this process that we're offering, you'll be out there, and we do a whole gateway of you going out on the land. So you'll name your intent, why you're going to the mountain. You can dedicate it to someone or something. And so then you'll go out at daybreak and you'll be out on the land for that length of time until we call you back in.
And this part is the part that everybody gets a little up in their head about, a little bit of, oh, I'm going to be fasting and I have to be by myself in the land, and we're going to not be in the middle of nowhere in the woods. So this is a very entry level experience for those of you, but it's also really powerful. I know for me, what happened is I kept going in and out of a sleep state while I was across the threshold on the land, and just Mother Earth giving me all these visions in that experience. And I came back and I told Leah as I came back across the threshold, as I returned, that I was the resting goddess. That's the message I was given. And it has really walked with me for the last 6 months, that rest and being in my feminine energy is so important. And I got that message when I was on the land. And so this experience of going and connecting with the earth and being on your own and fasting really allows these bits of information, these downloads to come forward, and you can take that home with you and across that next threshold, which is the reincorporation. If you want to talk about that, Leah.
And the reincorporation is the coming in, the coming back from being on the land, from being on the mountain, which we call it. And being, when you're on that land, you're connected in and you're listening and you're journaling. And when you're coming back through the threshold as the one that came home. And you might not even exactly know, you're going to have a visceral sense of the feeling of that, but you might not have any idea of what that looks like. But the coming back through the threshold, which we do a whole ceremonial process of bringing you back in, coming back in from the mountain.
And this was one of my favorite parts. Josh and Leah went out and they were drumming us back home. And we came back and we participated in walking across this gateway that we had actually built on the land. And we were able to step into this new beginning. And you can palpably feel the energy of this. And everybody's smiling, and they're also in their inward process too. And it's just a really beautiful thing to witness. And Leah especially holds a beautifully loving container to hold that sacred space for you as you come back in, and you really feel like you're being brought back in. Maybe you've just come out of the womb space and you're being rebirthed here, which is a tender time. And we honor that very much as we create the container for you all in this retreat. And so that takes us to our fifth gateway or threshold, which is the giveaway. So Leah, can you wrap us up and talk about that?
Yes, well, we do a beautiful ceremonial process of the giveaway at the retreat. But the giveaway really is when you go to the mountain and you do this deeper level of work, you're not only doing it for yourself and your own soul, but you're also doing it for your family, your lineage, for your village, for the collective. And so when you come back, there is a process of what medicine or what gifts you bring to your family, to yourself. Doesn't have to be big, worldly, but it can be. Mm-hmm. And it's what is your giveaway from going through this soul quest process? And like I said, we have a beautiful ceremonial process that we do at this that's quite magical at the end.
Lots of tears. It's a really beautiful process, and we don't want to give away all of the details of that ceremony, but it is quite wonderful. And then the symbology of this, of taking this new information and this new wisdom and this new vitality and life that you're bringing to yourself back out into the world, into the community. Because my belief is that we're changing everything from the ground up, right? That's how we're building the new earth. And so as you all go back out into the world, you're activating other people in this frequency just because you've been through this experience. And you will feel that. You will feel that change in you that you can take out into the world. And it may take months for it to integrate, but it will create a palpable shift in your experience. So those are the 5 gateways of the experience. And Josh and Leah and I are very much about holding a strong container, bringing support in. We do sound healing. We do little ceremonies with the sound and little ceremonies with all of these different gateways. We have amazing food and we're in community together and we're connecting with the land. And we have some really beautiful things planned for this. It's going to expand from what we did last year. I know it's going to be even better than last year's, which was pretty amazing. All of the testimonials you can check out on our landing page, which will be below this video if you want to join us October 26th through 29th in Flat Rock, North Carolina for Thresholds Walking Towards the Mountain retreat. Leah, anything you want to say to close us out?
No, I just look forward to supporting you on this beautiful journey. This is my calling in this life, and this process is profound in all different ways. So look forward to seeing you in October.
Thank you all for watching this video. I hope this work calls to you. You can email us and get in touch with us if you have any questions whatsoever. We've already started building the sacred container and doing ceremony. So you're just going to get welcomed into that the moment you sign up, and things will already start to be shifting for you. Thanks so much, Leah, for joining us today.